Hello, everybody.
Hi. Happy Monday.
Happy week of
Thanksgiving week. Is everyone off this week?
I feel like it just depends where you work.
Yeah, where
Retail?
you work.
No.
No.
Retail,
God, no.
This is
crunch time.
go time. This is like everything you've been working for. You're doing your overnights. You're running off caffeine, and we are sending you love.
Oh my God.
God, I remember those days. Just like working 12-hour shifts. Hey, but get your time and a half, dog.
And then Black Friday, I remember during our Black Friday shift, we used to like rotate and take naps in the back room, which is so illegal.
Well, it was Brandy Melville.
Right.
They are illegal.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving week, though. Seriously, sending you love if you're in retail. That shit ain't easy.
No. Before we get into today's episode, we want to address the genocide going on in Palestine right now. Everything that we're seeing is just so devastating, and we wanted to give you guys some resources that you can check out. They're all linked below.
Yeah, we were researching a few. We found a handful that we support and have donated to. So again, link down below. We highly encourage you guys to check them out. And anybody affected by what's going on, we are sending you love. Stay safe, and we love you guys. I just posted my green bean recipe. So I've been prepping a lot of dishes. You guys maybe have seen on my TikTok. I'm kind of putting out every day a little, I don't know, Thanksgiving series, if you will. And someone commented, big brain right here. They said, boil your green beans in chicken broth.
Ooh.
I'm probably going to do that for actual Thanksgiving. Imagine that's going to elevate that 10 times more.
Yum.
And then it's like, why not just add flavor where you can?
So much depth.
Oh, yeah. And I probably won't do salted broth because the rest of it is so salted. I want a
with
stock,
the bacon
though.
And everything, you don't need any more.
No.
Salt.
Even if I boiled them in a stock with like fresh veggies in the stock and then use those veggies like in the stuffing.
Yeah.
But like just like use them twice to get the flavors into the stock. I think it'd be really good.
Yes.
It was, so good, you guys. I don't like green bean casserole, so I decided to make my own twist on it. I now know I just didn't like canned shit. And I think that's all I had ever had up until this point. God damn, it's so good.
It's so good. I thought when you first said you were doing this like side dish thing, I thought, oh, I hope I'm not like sick of Thanksgiving food by the time we get there.
Yeah.
But because we've had such, I don't know if you were like intentional with the dishes. Yeah. Okay. We've had like each night she's come out with like a very small dish of like a tasting.
Yes.
It's gotten me more excited for Thanksgiving.
It's like coating the stomach.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to get too full. And that's why I'm also doing one a day.
Yeah.
And like, whatever.
God bless.
Honestly though, I love Thanksgiving food so much. It would take a long time for me to get sick of it, I think.
My favorite part of Thanksgiving is eating a meal that I haven't had in a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we don't eat these things. I don't even eat like turkey breast like this.
Same.
You know?
Yeah. I don't eat green beans. I don't eat.
But we've been eating
I don't eat cranberry any time of the year. Like,
I used to do those dried craisins on my salad.
That reminds me of high school.
Yeah, so good.
Unless I'm experiencing UTI symptoms, I'm not having cranberry.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like it. It's just I don't think about buying it.
It's not just like an ingredient. It's on
not
your
a pantry
list.
staple.
No.
Not the slightest. But
no. We've been eating the perfect amount. We've been eating like a dish this big, and then my boyfriend's been coming and picking up the leftovers.
Did he grab the green beans?
No, he's gonna get them tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's probably the last day I would do it. There's just a lot of dairy in it, so I don't want them.
He don't care.
Well, I'm more think for cleanliness, and so he doesn't get a stomach bug.
He's a fucking tank.
Could you imagine getting a stomach bug before
Thanksgiving? He would still throw down though. Like his stomach is like made of steel.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's powerful.
It's crazy.
And I commend him for that because
it's crazy.
There's a lot of people that can't do that. This probably will be my most comfortable Thanksgiving though, considering my stomach's feeling better since I've been doing my supplements.
Yeah.
And like I have like digestive enzymes and like I know what to do. I'm prepped.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to actually be able to like.
Ooh, you're going to be able to go in. You're going to be able to drink wine.
Yes. And I'll be okay.
Love that.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
You guys. Okay. So if you can't tell by the title.
This is so off topic, but I just remembered something that we wanted to say on the podcast.
Oh.
other night,
I was actually, when I went back to bed, I was
couldn't
curled
stop
over
laughing.
cracking up.
So I'm a big midnight snacker every night. I'm telling you, every single night around 12:30, I'm in the kitchen, clockwork. And it was time, and I was fully naked.
Okay, wait, no, we need to preface this. So that day, we found baby cockroaches in our pantry. Which this made it. If it was a regular night, it wouldn't have been anything.
You're right.
We found baby cockroaches in our pantry, so we cleared out everything, wiped everything down. Kristen bleached all up in there, put like peppermint oil, so it just like it had such a strong scent. So we had her tall fan. Our kitchen's very small. We had her tall fan like right in the entryway of the kitchen, blowing into our pantry, and all of our pantry items were just like spread everywhere in the kitchen. It looked like
we were moving in.
Yes, it looked like we were moving in, or just like on Hoarders Buried Alive.
Buried alive.
That's what it was.
Hoarders
colon buried alive. That's what it looked like. So okay, now you can proceed.
So I was full nude. I was making some rice and soy sauce. What else do you eat at 12:30?
And I hear rummaging. And I have to go pee. So I get up and I stand on the other side of the living room, so she couldn't see me. And I said, "What you making?"
But you're leaving out a big detail.
Oh, I was also naked.
She was fully
I was also, but I didn't see you at this point you have to tell it right. I was on the other side of the living room, so we couldn't see each other. And I said, "What you making?" And she goes, "Rice."
And then that's when she turned the corner.
And then I walked around,
and we both realized we were naked.
We looked like Dobby, just like in the mirror. Dobby looking at himself in the mirror for the first time.
And I was like curled over with like a bottle of soy sauce. Like, it was so funny, you guys. It was so vulnerable. It was such a vulnerable
It was
moment.
hilarious. So she's standing in there, butt ass naked, the middle of the night. The ceiling light is on, the big light's on, and the fan is like in front of her going so loud, and she's just cooking rice.
It just smells like bleach. Like it was hazardous to be cooking in that kitchen.
100%.
I slept like a rock. Oh my God, it was so funny. Okay,
Fuck.
That popped in my head. What were you saying though?
Oh, I was saying, if you can't tell by the title of this video, we are going to, so we have just gotten so excited about Thanksgiving that we have completely turned it into a fully produced event.
Yes.
Kristen
security
is obviously
at the door.
Yes.
Literally.
We should.
No, we do. We have.
We have
24-hour security here.
Should we tell our security? We should tell our
guest list.
Well, we could tell them a guest list, and we should also tell them that they need a password to get up, and we should make the password like something crazy. We have to just tell everyone the password, but it's just a cool detail. The security guard's going to be like, "Okay, what's the password?" And then we have to make them say something funny.
What should the password be?
We'll think about it.
Onomatopoeia.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with Thanksgiving.
Exactly. We also shouldn't say the password
out
loud, or New York
you guys
City's
are going to show up.
Millions.
Everyone's going to have the password.
The world. I didn't make that much green beans. We get one green bean each.
One bean. Okay, guys. Sorry. We're actually filming. It's 8 p.m. right now, and this is the latest we film. Maybe
it feels like 2 a.m.
Yeah, but I think maybe this is why we're in like a silly mood.
Yeah, we both had like a little did you nap? I didn't. I was editing
down.
the green bean TikTok that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
So I was just like on my bed with Link. Like we had a little bit of downtime, so I feel kind of like loopy right now.
Yeah.
We're so excited for Thanksgiving, so we're really taking this to the next level.
Yes. So Kristen's going like Yankee on the menu, and every single dish. I think there's like 7 dishes that you're doing. So she's doing that, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll decorate, because last year I kind of just like sat on my ass all day while she cooked. And I was like, this is perfect. We have way more guests this year. We have 10 people coming for Thanksgiving. And are you still counting?
Mashed potatoes, green beans, stuffing, cranberry sauce, trois fromage cavatappi, marshmallow yams.
Stuffing.
I already
You said it.
Turkey. That's 7.
Okay, 7.
Yeah, okay.
7 dishes.
Doesn't matter. Yes, it does.
So I went in on the decor and the dinner table and the table settings and everything. So last night we literally sat on our couch for 5.5 hours and we went in on everything that we need to get done before Thursday. And we just thought this was such a good thing to share with you guys because I feel like the holidays can be so intimidating. But if you just like make it fun and prepare yourself as much as possible, it could really be such like a successful holiday. And
unforgettable for everybody invited.
Exactly.
Like if you're gonna stress about something, at least make it something worth stressing about. And like, yeah. Because last year we had people. We had I think like 6 or 7 people.
Yeah.
But we didn't do anything special. We didn't even like buy a special holiday candle. Like we literally did nothing special. Which, don't get me wrong, that's fine too.
Yeah.
That's honestly what I've done the past 28 years. This is actually the first year of my life that I will be having like a lavish Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Even growing up, ours were like come in pajamas. We ate on paper plates. Like this one, we always did Thanksgivings, like nice,
pretty nice growing up.
I love that though.
Yeah. And I've experienced both. And don't get me wrong, like Thanksgiving's Thanksgiving. You guys know what it's about. You guys know what the intention is. But for us, like being by ourselves as adults for the holidays, it could be really fucking sad sometimes without our families. So for us to like be able to plan something for like the people that we love who are around us and turn it into like a night that we're proud of means so much more than just like, hey, come over and then everyone go home.
Yeah, we're not going home for the holidays. So by default, I guess it's not just a default that we're having.
No, like we have the potential to make this such a memorable night for everyone involved.
Yes.
And like we're starting our own memories with this.
This is some like adult shit.
And this is like our shit. Like Kristen loves to cook. I love planning and designing things. So like it's the perfect thing.
At this point, I think we should open a restaurant, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
The overall vibe. Do you want to talk about the overall vibe a little bit?
Okay. The overall vibe is going to be very like moody, but still traditional, comfortable, cozy. Hell, I have so many candles that I'm going to be setting out on the tablescape.
Yeah, we ordered a second table so we can have a long table in here.
Full other table. So we're going to rearrange our living room. We're putting our coffee table in Kristen's room, and our living area and our dining area are connected, and it's kind of just like one big long room. So we're going to do our big table going down the center of it, hella candles. I have a few ideas for like the actual tablescape, but I don't want to say them exactly what they are because I have a feeling Deb's going to listen to this episode.
Let's just tell him not to. Okay. I will tell him not to. It's worth saying.
Okay. Should I go in on the tablescape right now?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Picture this. All of our lights in our apartment are going to be dimmed super low.
Yeah. Turn that off real quick.
If you're on visual, this is what our apartment looks like without our big light on and with just our neons on.
Go ahead. So it's pretty or we still have studio lights right now, so it's actually going to be darker than this. We posted it on our Instagram recently, that like low lighting, which by the way, people were saying we should do an after dark, like
I remember I said that,
dark, but with the lights off.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Definitely.
Honestly, turn off again with these lights dimmed. That's cool. Like totally. This is dark enough. Do you guys like this?
I know. Do you guys like this for like every day?
We would have to record only at night.
Only at night,
because we don't have any sunlight right now. That's why it's like this.
Which is convenient during. Okay, we'll get to that.
It doesn't matter. So we're gonna have these off, and then our big lamp over there is just gonna be at like 10%. We're turning down the Philips Hue. Yeah. And then you have 18 candles.
Right now I have 18 taper candles that I'm spreading along the entire length of the tables. Each table place setting will have a doily as the table mat or the plate mat, table mat. The
place setting.
Like that's the whole thing. The
tablecloth.
No.
Placemat.
Placemat.
Placemat. Plate mat.
Placemat.
Placemat.
It's a placemat.
Did you know the ones that are circles and that like we had at that dinner party at that event recently?
Yes.
Those are called chargers.
Oh, okay.
My grandma taught me that.
So I'm going to do doily chargers.
Well, it's not whatever.
What?
Well, it's not a charger.
Why?
A charger's the plates.
The circle ones.
The ones that are like They're like, it's like a big plate, and then your dining plates go on it.
No. That's
I think you're just a doily.
Yeah, I'm doing doilies as the placemats.
Well, I don't think a doily is a placemat. I think it's just a doily, right?
Well, it's gonna act as the placemat.
Isn't a doily a placemat?
A doily could be anything. You could
doily
put plants
gate.
under doilies.
This is doily gate.
Yeah, for real. Doily, big plate, side plate, medium size, like small plate on top of big plate. I haven't picked out the colors yet so what I'm doing is centering all of the decor around a fabric that I have yet to pick out.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait, turn on the light.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Around a fabric that I have yet to pick out. I plan to go to the fabric store soon, and I have an idea in my head of what I want, but I just know when I see it, it'll click for me, but everything else is so interchangeable that like that's okay.
Yep.
So I'm getting a really long, oversized tablecloth that will go over both tables, and then I'm gonna do a center runner of like a canvas or linen fabric that I'm going to have cups out of fabric markers that people are going to be able to sign, and they can write what they're grateful for. They can write whatever they want on that center table.
Hangman.
Sure. Love that. Do hangman.
The super S's.
Super S's, social security numbers.
I'll write mine.
Your first love's phone number.
I know it.
Say it.
925.
So yeah, that center runner, the intention there is for that to like, I want the whole table to get super messy. I want everyone to feel it's gonna be so lived in.
Because there's such a fine line with dinner parties where it's like,
don't touch anything. It's not going to be like hoity-toity like that. Like I want everyone to feel like they can spill their red wine and
we'll all laugh.
It will all laugh, and it will add to the vibe of the table.
Yep.
The colors of the plates I haven't decided on yet, but I think I'm going to pull a color from whatever tablecloth I get and get a solid colored plate.
Love that.
Because I know the fabric that I want is going to be pretty busy. So I'm going to do the 2 forks on the left. I'm going to get like dinner restaurant napkins, and that's going to be on top of the 2 plates. And then on top of the dinner napkins, I have designed a custom menu for each guest.
Menu, it's more so a list of the dishes. They can't necessarily select what they want because it's going to be family style, but it's just to show what we're serving.
It's to show what we're serving. So I'm going to do the menu on top of the
restaurant napkin,
my favorite part. So I went thrifting. Each person is going to have a different thrifted glass. I'm going to go grab a couple.
Yeah.
Okay, I went and grabbed them, but I went thrifting and got individual glasses for each and every single one of our guests. And like, look how I think this was $8. Has a little crack in it. So I had like 5 in my hand, and I looked down, and in one of them was
a cockroach.
No, the biggest, like hairiest centipede. It like had
100 legs.
It was bad, and it was like trying to get out of it. And like if I would have moved any specific way, it would have definitely come up onto my shirt because like I was like caressing all of the glasses. So I like slowly put them down, and a girl next to me was like also looking at shit, and I was like, she like saw me put it down, and she like kind of looked at me, and I was like, there's a crazy bug in there, and she's like, oh, I'll get it for you. And she grabbed it and just like tossed the bug out.
In that one.
Yeah,
got it. Okay.
Tossed the bug out into like into a different cup, and I was like, wow, you're really brave.
She didn't even put it outside. She
put it in a different cup.
That's the manager.
Probably. So like, look
really
how cute these individual glasses are. I don't know.
That one was $1.
Like, yeah, this is $1.
Damn. That one's so
cute.
No, yeah, they're really nice.
So I'm assigning these to each and every single one of our guests.
They're all completely different too. Like not the slightest bit the same.
And so like not really even this isn't even a wine glass, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're using 2 teacups for wine too. Like it's just gonna be so random.
So random.
Vessels for drink at this point, whatever you put in it.
Right. So this is gonna be on the right side of the plates, and coming down from the stem of each glass, I'm getting a ton of ribbon, and I'm going to tie bows with really long, what do you call like the ends of bows? The tails?
Tails, yeah.
Really long tails that come down to the bottom of the tablecloth.
Just like draping
So it'll
on the table and then off the table.
And it'll hit the floor. And what each one is going to do is like frame the table setting for each guest.
Love it.
Don't know the color of the ribbon yet. I'm also tying ribbon around the base of each taper candle holder. A whole bunch of ribbons, whole bunch of bows everywhere. Ooh, I'm looking at the backs of these chairs. Maybe I'll do bows on each of the chairs.
I was thinking that earlier. I was looking at the backs of our chairs and I never realized how
They're just
underdeveloped they are.
Yeah, they just look undone.
So I was thinking either like wrapping the legs in ribbon or just like zhuzhing it up somehow.
Yeah, I'll do bows on the back would be so cute.
I wonder if you could drape anything off the back completely to like cover it. I don't know. What if you did like big bows, not
Cute.
drapey ones, but like storybook bows almost.
Cute.
You know, because then that would actually cover the back. And they have those ones that like people put on, like I always see them on Jeeps on the back wheels.
New car.
Literally.
New chair.
Those would be really cute to put.
Love
kind
that.
of all over.
Yeah.
You can look up on Amazon too.
Yeah, so just like a whole bunch of extra fabric everywhere. The menus that I made, we'll get into all the dishes after this, but the front of the menu, like I said, it's custom to each guest.
We'll put it up on the screen right here
so you can see. It says NYC November 23, a feast for, and then the guest name. Below the guest name, I have like little icons, like little graphics that kind of have to do with each guest. So it's like specific to them.
Say what ours are just to give it context for
people.
So
mine is a macaroni noodle because you guys know I love mac and cheese. Yours is 2 cloves of garlic. My boyfriend's is a hand holding a joint because like his favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving is get really high.
It's the best part of Thanksgiving.
The best part of Thanksgiving.
That being said, on the table.
Oh yeah, on the table I have little shot glasses full of mini joints that people could
just like
snag and, you know, go smoke on the balcony or whatever. And I'm also doing vintage matchbooks. I ordered some on Etsy, or I'm going to place the order of some on Etsy. Just like vintage matchbooks kind of like tossed everywhere.
They're all just like different companies too. Like
yes.
One of them was like Super 8 Motel.
Right.
And like Hard Rock Cafe, just like
randoms. Mm-hmm. I saw a couple reviews where you could tell the seller to like tailor the order towards something. Cool. So I'm going to ask for food ones.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Or like restaurant ones. Yeah.
That's cute. I like that.
Also back to the menu. So as you could tell, each of the graphic is just like black and white outline style. So what I'm doing is also putting out cups of crayons so people could color in their menu and just like draw on their menu, draw everywhere, draw on that piece of linen if they want with color. I just want everything to be like interactive, fun, childlike, but still like
a dinner party
and elevated. We want everyone to come fully dressed up.
Yeah. Not like to the 9s, but like to the 7s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comfortable.
Like,
excuse me, comfortable enough to take your shoes off because no shoes in the house. So your outfit doesn't need the shoes.
Right.
But you're still elevated.
Yeah. No hoodie and sweats.
You're not just like in your stretchy pants.
Exactly.
We've done that. We did that last year.
Right.
Okay. For the menu, we'll also put it on the screen. We had so much fun writing this last night and just zhuzhing up the descriptions and the titles of every single dish. It really is an art. It really is art.
Like the whole time I was sitting there thinking like I would love to do this for an actual restaurant.
Yes.
Like the creative side of it and like obviously doing the like physical design of the menu, but the creative behind naming dishes and like organizing the ingredients. It's so fascinating.
I could fully see myself doing it.
Absolutely.
I mean, like we should be like a team, like a consultant company and do this for fucking restaurants. Like we killed this
100%. Like,
and just wait till you guys see it come to life. Like this is just the sitting on the couch doing it. Like just wait to see what it actually ends up looking like.
Right.
The menu is called Dishes at the Table by Chef Kristen McAtee, which is so cool to see. I just have to say that feels really cool to see. Roasted turkey and gravy, the classic, courtesy of Devin Palmaffy. So our friend Devin is actually taking over the turkey and I'm doing all the sides. San Francisco sourdough stuffing, aged sourdough, hot Italian sausage, organic celery and carrots, roasted garlic, and rosemary. Okay, this next one,
Oh.
I'm literally getting it tattooed. I was thinking about like this place on like the bend of my elbow.
That's what you should get right here.
No, I want that to be like more cute. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to get it next to my garlic.
Oh,
because it's like, and I've been saying I want to get like a sprig of cilantro on this arm. Like I think this will
like
just
your food arm.
And I have an apple on it. Like this will be my food arm. But this is what we titled.
When we came up with this, it felt like we were high.
Clicked. I was high.
Oh. Not I.
For the mac and cheese, it's titled Trois fromage cavatappi. 3 cheese cavatappi. That's literally just the name of the noodle I used. It's cavatappi, and then I used 3 cheeses. But that's what we were doing with all these titles, was just like
zhuzhing, making sound
every single word like elevated.
We took all of our like your typical Thanksgiving side dishes and like kind of listed them out, and we were like, okay, mac and cheese. And
then I was like, wait, let me get the type of noodle.
Yeah, and like mac and cheese, you know what to expect when you sit down and eat a mac and cheese. But when you sit down and you see, say it,
Trois fromage cavatappi.
When you see that on a list, you're like, oh my God, this is about to taste like you can't expect anything
less than a 5-star meal. And that's like, all jokes aside, and like if you're gonna plan a dinner party, run with that shit too, because psychologically, digestion even starts before people eat. Like your body, once you're hungry and you know food's coming, your body and your taste buds already start turning. They already start moving. So when you order something that already just sounds good, and you're reading it on a black and white piece of paper, and you're already that excited, like it sets the tone for that first bite and your expectation. And like, trust me, my shit's gonna live up to this too. Like we didn't just like write out these and I don't know what I'm cooking. Like these are all actually the dishes, but we just judged up the name of them to make them sound more enticing, and they will. They will be. Trois fromage cavatappi. That's $38 at a steakhouse.
100%.
Easy. So inside of it is chili pepper Gouda, aged sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack with notes of Dijon. And that's actually what's in it. Next. Creme fraiche whipped potatoes. Yukon.
These are the mashed potatoes, by the way.
Yeah, this is literally garlic mashed potatoes. But I am putting creme fraiche. Yukon Gold Idaho potatoes. That's nuts. Creme fraiche, fresh garlic, and rosemary infused cream.
It used to say rosemary infused milk.
Yeah, then we're like milk no. is kind of gross. Creme. Which I'm actually doing. I'm gonna steep the milk like super low with like a cheesecloth filled of like rosemary, garlic, shallots, just so like, I don't know, when you're cooking, you got to season every step. It makes a whole difference. Okay, for the green beans, for the fucking 10th time on this episode, we keep talking about them because they were fucking insane. I was telling Alex, like, growing up, like, we were more of like a Brussels sprouts household because like none of us really liked green beans, and because they're just like soggy and mushy and like they didn't live up to anything. So after I successfully made my own recipe and I'm so proud of it and I like it, I like green beans now, I told Alex as I'm eating it, I'm like, damn, like I would love for my grandma to try this. Like she would have been so proud. Like she would have liked these, and like she would have been a fan of green beans after this. I just know it. I would have been so proud to show her it. So we were sitting there trying to think of the title of this dish.
We didn't want to call it a green bean casserole.
Casserole is immediately under $13.99.
Yeah.
Like it just, and time and place, but not at our dinner party this time.
Not on Thursday the 23rd.
No, not here. And we were literally like sitting in silence for a sec. And
it hit us at the same time. I look at Kristen and I was like, what if we just call it Grandma's green beans?
And as she's saying that, I'm saying Diana's green beans. That's my grandma's name. We didn't end up going with Diana because like a lot of people here don't even know I had a grandma Diana. So like that would maybe only hit for you and I.
Right.
But it's officially called Grandma's green beans. And
like grandma carries the same like home style hominess as casserole does.
Without being casserole.
And like everyone
has like
a
cozy memory with grandma.
Right.
It's classic. You don't have to worry about it not being good. Like grams can always throw it out in the kitchen. I sure hope. Does anybody have grandmas that can't throw it out in the kitchen? I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
That's like, I couldn't imagine. That was such a staple for me. Grandma's green beans. So
Grandma's green beans.
inside of that is, I laugh, but it's all true. Blanched green beans, creamed baby bella mushrooms, bacon, shallots, dressed with crispy onions.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Okay, next one. This is actually one of my favorites. So these last two are like kind of my favorite titles. I don't know. I think I love all the titles.
They're so good.
God, even the San Francisco sourdough stuffing is so good. Anyway, yams with the marshmallows on top. We called them campfire yams. Kind of goes with that cozy grandma vibe still, like San Francisco vibe. Like also a lot of people that are going to be here are from the Bay. So that's also why we threw in the San Francisco thing.
And like the whole point of the theme is kind of like the juxtaposition of very like playful, childlike,
right?
With, I mean, if you're on visual, you could see the two fonts that I'm using, like rough and rugged and haphazard, but then mixed with like class, modern,
delicate,
strong.
The like pink bows are so delicate.
Yes, but like
the gold, like the antique glasses, there's still something so delicate,
regal. Yeah. Something very regal. So like I wanted to very marry the two. And I think it's crazy that I had this like train of thought going with like all my decor and like what I did with the menu. And then once we sat down and did the dishes, like
it blended.
Yes. Your dishes like fully without either of us knowing.
We weren't even collaborating on the two until we talked about the menu.
Yeah.
And now it's like.
It's a full.
That just goes to show our brains work well together, though.
Yeah.
Like, we really be on the same
track
vibe at all times. Same track. Soft baked yams, brown sugar, cinnamon, and roasted marshmallows.
Do you want to tell them the secret about that one, though?
I'm not using yams. I'm using sweet potatoes. Because I don't like yams. Sweet potatoes are better. We called them yams because a lot of people can't tell the fucking difference.
Right. And, like, it looks better visually on the menu.
Yeah, sweet potato. I just didn't want people to think they were missing out on that classic dish, but I promise it'll taste the same.
They're still gonna get it.
Okay, the last one, it's for the cranberry sauce, and we called it the cranberries, like the band.
Like the band.
Crushed cranberries, navel orange, and sage.
Yum.
Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, so that's the menu: roast turkey gravy, San Francisco sourdough stuffing, trois fromage cavatappi, creme fraiche whipped potatoes, grandma's green beans, campfire yams, and the cranberries.
Like you know what I just realized? We just went from savory to sweet unintentionally.
Without even knowing. We really did. Wow.
Like fully savory to sweet. That was so unintentional, but like with our brains, it probably did that. It was
probably subconscious.
Yeah, it probably did that subconsciously.
We did that.
Yeah, I'm just like
I'm so
pumped. I could hardly wait. I want it to be tomorrow.
I'm excited too because I'm prepping a lot of it before. So I'm actually going to be able to enjoy the day. Because like last year, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it. Like even if I'm in the kitchen the whole time, I'm still vibing. Like I have like music on my phone. I'm a little high. I'm a little drunk and I'm like throwing down and that's fun. But I want to be able, now that I'm prepping, I'm glad that I'll be able to be out here with company and then, you know, break away every few minutes to go like check the oven and stuff. But yeah, I'm just excited to enjoy myself a little differently than I did last year.
Totally. And I think like all this prep work, like in general, is just going to help with that.
Yeah. I feel like maybe let's get into that now. I don't know. We didn't say it in the beginning, but we were just here to talk about our Thanksgiving. We wanted this episode to be kind of how to host a dinner party.
Yeah. All of this, like, I feel like I see a lot of like dinner party images on like Pinterest and
it's especially all over
TikTok in New York right now. You just see all these like fancy elaborate dinner parties and they could be intimidating when you're just watching the final product.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, I'm speaking about me right now. I see all these things and I'm like, fuck, I would love to do that, but like I don't even know where to start.
Yep.
But since we've done it and I feel like it's going to be a very successful night, I feel like it looks a lot harder than it actually is. And there are ways to do things that like we're not spending a lot of money.
I was just going to say it doesn't even have to be an expensive thing.
No, it's not going to. And the thing is, it like sounds and looks expensive
because we called it trois fromage cavatappi.
Right, exactly. But we're not spending a lot of money. everything that I'm finding is local and thrifted. And I don't know. I just don't want you guys to feel like you can't do this and like you can't get this done.
Also, all the food, like we're still splitting that with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Like that part, because that's probably the most expensive is like everything I'm buying from Whole Foods. But like if you split that with everybody, then you're chilling.
Yep. As far as decor and like coming up with a theme, I think the best place to start is Pinterest. I do that. Scroll through Pinterest, scroll through Instagram, gather photos of like vibes that you like table settings that you want to see, colors that you vibe with, and then go to a thrift store. When I was at the thrift store where I got all the glasses, like it like that's where it sparked all the like different fabrics and the bow idea for me. Like everything kind of spiraled after you start at one place and start somewhere where you could potentially find anything on your list, if that makes sense. So like start at a thrift store.
The matchbooks on Etsy were like $12.
Yeah.
Like super cheap. Cups, super cheap. I mean, you don't need to go get new plates. Like you could also just use your normal plates.
Right.
Like even I've done this before. It depends on the blanket, but like my cow blanket, I've used that as a tablecloth before.
Yes.
Because it's a very thin blanket. Like you can work with a table runner could be a scarf.
Yeah.
Just a really long scarf with a cool print. Like you can use fabrics around your house. You don't have to necessarily go buy all this stuff, but the power of just like rearranging a little bit or curating a color story or going to FedEx and printing out a menu like we're going to do for $3 for 10 menus. Like,
and if you don't like
elevates of it so much and it makes it so fun.
Totally. And if you don't know Illustrator or Photoshop, go on Canva. Like you could do any of this on Canva.
Guys. Yes. Canva. I make all my thumbnails on Canva for like my personal videos. Our little mailer cards that we sent out for PR for all of our decks.
Yep.
I literally made on Canva. Like
Canva's
great. Super user friendly.
Yeah. There are like ways that you could get it done.
Yeah.
And like go grab every candle that you have in your entire house and put it on the center of your table. And like now you have a candle lit centerpiece.
Boom. Well, plants you have hanging around. Like,
yeah.
And if you don't, like go, I don't know if this is like legal, but you didn't hear it from us. Go propagate plants around like the city.
Yeah.
Like I've done that. Used to do that in my old room. Like just like go cut it at an angle at the
go walk
edge of the leaf
through your neighborhood, and any bushes that are over the line of the sidewalk, you just quick little snip.
Last year when we got our Christmas tree, you know how they trim the bottom of the stump for you? I looked on the floor and I was like, can we keep those? Just like the little the bottoms, it looked like coasters.
Yep.
And we just brought them all home and just like stacked them on our centerpiece, and it looked like a cozy little like forest vibe. Easy.
Love. There's so
easy.
many like shortcuts
Yeah.
and different ways to make a dinner party look elaborate and look like you spent months planning thousands of dollars, but you know, you can make it work.
Yeah. Another big part of the dinner party, obviously like Thanksgiving alone, the food is a big part of it, but your average party, the food's not the star of the show. You need to entertain your guest. And this could be intimidating because like you don't want to like make it like a itinerary event. Okay, everybody gather around. We're gonna da-da-da. But you also don't want people to be like sitting on their phones. Shameless plug, play some cards.
Play cards. And oh my God, wait, Kristen, don't we have a deck that people could play?
We have a deck of cards for you.
Yeah, you could check them out.
Yeah,
they're
bicyclecards.com.
Yeah, bicyclecards.com.
I don't know. Anyway, you can play cards, board games. I meant to bring this up to you last night. This game on TikTok I see people playing for the holidays, and you like blow like a ping pong ball.
Oh,
have you seen it?
Yes, I think so.
And I think we should play this.
Done.
You blow, like you line up lines with like tape or whatever on the table, and each line has a prize on it. It might be a candy bar, might be a $20 bill, might be a gift card, might be an Oreo, like nothing, you know? And you have to perfectly blow the ball to not fall off the table but land in one of those regions, and then you get the prize. Like I love interactive games like that.
That sounds so difficult.
I think I could do it.
Yeah. How do you get the ping pong ping pong ball to stop?
Light. You have to factor in after roll recoil. So light blow, too much. Literally like
hot breath.
Yeah. It's cold outside. Well, ping pong balls are so light.
Yeah.
So they're just like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
I think we should play ones like that. But yeah, just like interactive games. I don't know. I think
and if you guys
get people off their phones, I just don't want anybody sitting on their phones when they're here.
We should have a phone bowl. Or is that aggressive?
While we're eating, no phones.
Okay. While we're eating, no phones.
Well, we can all take pictures first of. I know everybody's don't want to take pictures of the thing.
Absolutely.
Like I'm getting like my nice camera out, like
as you should.
That, but then once we break bread, out of here.
No phones.
Speaking of bread, I'm doing butter candles.
Oh yes,
and that'll just go with the vibe so much.
Oh my god, yeah. And then
I'll make a TikTok on how to make them so you guys.
You could just like eat the candle.
Right.
That's
such a trip. Like
butter.
I'm gonna do like a salted herb butter too, like a good quality butter.
Garlic butter.
What is our house gonna smell like? Those type of candles?
It's gonna smell
so
good.
Oh,
they're unscented. All the taper candles?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking if they weren't, it would be with like patchouli and like turkey gravy.
Ew. 18. I got all pumpkin spice candles.
I guess, hey, that's a good tip. If you're going to do candles, go unscented.
Please. 100%.
I'm actually seeing a lot of stuff about scented candles.
Yeah, it's
people
scary.
Getting poisoned and a lot of recalls. I haven't even been lighting mine. If they're going to be scented, they need to be like the like good wax, not the the volcano candle is not good.
I just bought 2 freshies. I'm gonna fly through those.
Just
and
windows
then
open.
after I'll stop.
Windows open.
But like, if it can does oh my god, can I talk? The volcano candle from Anthropology. If you guys know a good dupe, let me know. A good healthy
dupe. I'm sure there's some like Etsy account out there that like has fully duped it and made it out of like
good wax,
good beeswax or something.
Yeah, let me know because God, it's good.
It smells so good, but it is strong.
It's super strong,
especially in this apartment because it's not
a
big apartment.
Yeah,
like even when we would light one at Auckland, our old place, 3 stories, that whole house smelled like down to Leanna's room smelled like volcano. Interesting name because if you don't know the scent, it doesn't smell like a volcano.
No, it
doesn't smell like ash at all,
or fire,
or destruction of the city,
or a mountain at all.
It doesn't smell like mountains.
And then if you are a drinking bunch like we will be on Thanksgiving, what you could do and like what I plan on doing after we eat, clearing some things off and turn that into beer pong.
Oh, we're doing beer pong.
Sure.
We got to get towels on the floor.
Well, it'll be water.
Oh, right. I do this every time.
Yeah.
You know what? It's engraved in me where we would actually play with beer and then it would make a sticky mess on the ground.
Yeah.
But I feel like I should preface or explain if you don't do this already yourself. We don't play with water in the sense of like drinking it. We just use that to weigh down the cups and then you hold your own drinks. So not everybody's drinking off the same cups.
Yeah.
It's just a little,
and it doesn't
more
get like
sanitary.
Sticky and if the cups fall.
And you can reuse them for other games because it's just water and nobody's touching them.
Yeah.
We should do like a dare pong thing. Like put things on the bottom of the cups.
Love that idea.
That or like questions.
We should also do some kind of like scavenger hunt in the apartment. Like we have a lot of like knick-knacky things.
I don't want people in my room.
No, we can shut the door. Look, like we have so much shit in here.
In that bowl alone over there.
Yeah. Find something with stripes on it.
Collect 20 dog hairs.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Find something with stripes. Find something with bicycle on it. Find some, shit like that.
Yeah. There's a lot to be done there. I have a really bad ingrown hair on my knee and I know this whole episode you guys see me picking at it. So just
bear with me.
So shut your mouth.
Just bear with me.
Bear with me for a sec. It's almost out.
Ew.
No, it hurts.
This episode's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Can we all admit this is kind of a bad episode?
We shouldn't record at night anymore.
I don't think so. And I had a feeling this would happen.
I think we're just so excited and we want to share it with you guys.
Oh, I think it's the opposite right now. Last night we were so excited and I feel like we don't have
I think it's because you were high.
Maybe.
I think it's because you were high because I'm equally as excited.
Oh, no, I am. I'm saying I just don't know if it's reading. But I think it's because you and I already had this conversation.
Yeah.
I wish we were recording during the creative process.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Like we were yelling. We were clapping and like it was like we were watching a football game. Yes. Okay, so the finale of the dinner party, I feel like, is just the
wind down.
Awkward gray area of when you're ready to wind down. Like the second you and I are like, okay, like I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
But like people still want to like rage, or people are still up and talking. You don't want to be rude and kick people out of your space or anything. There's a few things you could do here. One that I've always heard is start cleaning. Ooh. Once you start cleaning, people not only feel inclined to help, especially something like Thanksgiving. I remember last year too, like all of our friends were helping us clean in the kitchen and everything. That helps kind of show that we're trying to wind down or get out of our comfy or get into comfy clothes out of like what we were wearing. Or you just made a good point about.
So we've done this a couple times, not necessarily Thanksgiving, but we've had people over. And to end the night, we say, we have a bar right down the street. Do you guys want to just like go get a nightcap?
Yeah.
Because if you leave the apartment and you go to a place, they're not going to come back to that would be super crazy.
And calling it a nightcap.
Calling it a nightcap and leaving leaving the vicinity.
That works. I just thought of one that I don't do this intentionally, but I notice it makes people leave our apartment. I brush my teeth.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would leave.
I brush my teeth, but I don't ever mean it to kick people out. I like to brush my teeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it works.
I don't think that's common. Yeah, because I think that's why it works. I don't think that's common.
Is it rude?
I wouldn't like call it rude, but I do think it's such like a end of the night thing that like.
I've noticed it twice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't like you.
Then do you ever preface like, I'm just gonna go brush my teeth. I have something in my tooth. Like maybe just say that.
I think that's even weirder to tell people I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
Well, I don't know. I think if you just like sneak away and brush your teeth, they're gonna be like, oh, they want me to leave. I would think that.
Well, I think you and other people think that too because it works. So
everyone just go get your toothbrush.
Yes, just go get your toothbrush. People leave. It works. You're welcome. Right?
That's funny. I haven't caught that you do that. Hello?
Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, were you saying that to me or was that for that? Oh, yes.
We're having a little offline conversation about Kristen's behavior right now.
Yeah, I'm really going into this teeth brushing thing, and Alex made a good point that it's an indicator that it's bedtime. And another thing you could do is ask them to tuck you in. And then they will.
Or leave. Just ask them to come lay with you.
Can you rub my back? You took my back.
Back scratchies.
Hey,
the thing is like they would.
Some of the people we're inviting probably would give us a little tickle, tuck us in, kiss on the forehead, and then they'll leave.
Yeah, dipset.
Yeah. But yeah, all seriousness, I think the nightcap thing is the best thing, or the cleaning. I think those get people out of the house.
Brushing your teeth.
I feel awful.
Don't feel awful. I don't think I wouldn't feel like you were being like mean or a bitch. I would just be like, oh, it's time to go. Like, it's just such a clear indicator. I
just don't want anybody to think I'm doing it
intentionally.
Right. Like, I'm just brushing my teeth.
Maybe do you go, I guess this is like notable to say, do you go away and brush your teeth, or do you like come out to the living room with your toothbrush?
I do that anyway.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Vouch for me, Alex. You live with me.
No, you do
walk
that.
Around the house.
I'm just being devil's advocate and trying to show the situation as a whole.
We're
here.
not having the devil here, so we don't need to advocate for him or her.
I think so. You do come out into the living room so they visibly could see you brushing your teeth.
Yes. Also, my bathroom faces the living room, so if you're looking, that's on you. Yes, I do. I do laugh. I do laugh. Yeah, it's my routine. Maybe. Nah, never mind.
No, say it.
No, it's okay. I've dug a big enough hole for myself.
I do not. And like, I would tell you if you like absolutely need to put an end to it. I don't think it's rude. I just think other people specifically would think it's a sign to leave. I just think it's like, Oh, this is her. I just think, oh, maybe this is just her way of telling me it's time to go.
Is it impolite?
I don't know. What's polite?
You're asking the wrong
Yeah,
girl.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know that with each other.
And I don't know anybody who cares about being polite.
No, Kristen. I don't think anyone we would have in our apartment would
hold me to that standard.
Yeah, would make you feel like you're not being polite.
Yeah. If you really know me, you know that I walk around when I brush my teeth. I just spit everywhere. I gotta go brush my teeth.
Okay, guys. We just feel like that's enough to get you on your way. Let us know if
your party goes well.
Let us know if you take any of these ideas. Please do.
I hope you guys see like the value in what we're trying to say. I think this is a classic guide on how to host a successful dinner party. It's funny that we're claiming that when we haven't had it yet. But
let's not say successful. We all know.
No, let's say it's gonna be.
Let's say a fun one.
It's going to be successful. I'm not worried about it because it doesn't take much. And that's what we're saying. There doesn't take a lot of pressure to make it successful. Like I've been to some lavish fucking events that blow chunks.
Suck.
They've put money into the gift bags, like all this, and it fucking sucks.
Yep.
Ultimately,
it's
about your company.
Your company, you want to make good memories and you want to be present. Yep. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, no matter what kind of table settings you fucking have, or if you don't have any at all. Right. That is all that matters.
Even just like we said, even just the menu, the written menu is already like a woo. Or putting, I just thought of another one and then we'll shut the fuck up. Put like little cards labeling what each dish is in front of the plate itself. Yes. If you don't want to do a full menu, like
there are there's so many ways to get creative with this and have fun. Creative people. All right, guys. You can't tell.
We're going to wrap it out here.
We got to go.
I'm just brushing my teeth. We don't have to go.
Oh, okay. Should we continue with the episode?
Yeah. Can you imagine a whole episode?
Do you want to walk us through your brushing routine?
No, it's okay. That's next episode.
Oh,
That's for Patreon.
Oh, before we do go, for next week's episode, send us in. We're going to do our general advice episode. So email us anything you're going through. We'll give you guys advice. We'll be harsh if you want us to be harsh, or we'll go easy on you if you want us to. Send in anything and let us know if you want us to keep it anonymous or not, as always.
Oddvicepodcast@gmail.com.
Again, that's oddvicepodcast@gmail.com.
You said advice. That's our arch nemesis.
Go spit. Spit in the milk carton.
I swallow. Don't look.
All right, guys, we really gotta go. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and leave a comment. And
you don't even need to say that.
And turn on notification if you're watching, or if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Music. Rate us 5 stars because you know we deserve it.
Please.
All right, guys, have a good week and happy Thanksgiving. We're so thankful for you guys. We love you so much.
Go brush your teeth.
Go brush your teeth. We love you. Bye.